our parents. Vijay ji.
जी जी जय जिनेन्द्र आप सभी को मैं नई साल की सबसे पहले शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और चाहता हूं कि भगवान आपका जीवन मंगलमय और स्वस्थ रखे आने वाले साल में। और उसके बाद मैं आप सभी से जो आज भाग ले रहे हैं, सारे पुराने स्टूडेंट्स और जो नए स्टूडेंट्स आ रहे हैं, उनको मैं वेलकम करता हूं। और मेरा बहुत दिल होता है कि मैं इन मीटिंग्स को अटेंड करूं, पर कुछ कारणवश मैं नहीं कर पाया। पर मैं आपसे प्रॉमिस करता हूं कि आगे मैं आपके साथ जुड़ा रहूंगा किसी ना किसी रूप से। तो आज जो पाठशाला आप लोग ये जो प्रोग्राम आप ओरिएंटेशन कर रहे हैं, मैं चाहता हूं आप उसको देखें और फिर मैं एंड में आप सभी से कुछ बातचीत करूंगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Vijay ji, for being there always to bless our kids and help us to run our Pathshala successfully every year. Year 2020 was very challenging for all of us. But amazingly, our Pathshala kids have shown tremendous progress and dedication during our online classes. Thank you, my lovely kids, for that. I would also like to thank all the parents. Without their support and motivation, this wouldn't have been possible. Thank you, parents. Thank you so much. And we will like to see same support every time from you. Thank you. And how can I forget to thank our three jewels? They are very precious to Pathshala team, Amita, Reha, and Chintan. So they are always there to take the Pathshala to another level each year. By using their knowledge, experience, and technical skills. And I'm learning from them. It is really fun to work with them. And I thank three of them from bottom of my heart. I would also like to thank Prajay Gandhi, who is always helping us in uploading our materials on our website and putting the dates, everything like related to website. He's always there at any time, mid of the night. He's always there. Thank you, Prajay, so much for that. And I really appreciate. I will like to work on and on. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra all. So thank you again. And thank you, Jagrati Ben, for calling us the jewels. We really feel like one.
Yeah, sorry. Can I request all the parents just sit here for maybe half an hour, even though you guys know what we do, because it's always good to see what is coming in this year. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Reha.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is our orientation for the year 2021, and please save your questions till the end. We will have like a Q&A session where you can ask any type of questions that you have for the existing parents or the new parents and kids that are joining in. So let's go to the next one. So we just wanted to share some of our achievements in the past year. I think it was really commendable for all the kids and parents to adjust in the online classes that we organized, and even going ahead and doing the homework. I know that they were very busy with school homework, online classes, and even the homework that was coming from us. But thank you so much. So that was really commendable. We donated, like I think everyone knows that our another three jewels of our Pathshala, Chahat, Hasi, Diva, they came forward. They they collected donation, and we raised about like 66 Chromebooks for underprivileged kids, and we donated it to like 4 different schools in Surrey, Burnaby, and Delta. That was really nice. One more thing is that we have this, there is a global, North America Global Bhaktamar Association, you can say, which is going on, which has been like, the head is Manju Jain, Dr. Manju Jain, who's the, I would say, who's the Guruma of Bhaktama Stotra, and she's done her PhD there. So we really got an opportunity during this time, during the COVID. They took this initiative, and they made kids learn Bhaktama Stotra. So there were like different types of sessions. In one of the sessions, there was like doing the meaning, pronunciation, and stories about each shloka of Bhaktama Stotra. And we are so happy that from our Pathshala group, Dhoop, Moksh, Saina, Shlok, Ananya, Alaina, Hasi, Chahat, they all attended. I'm sorry if I forget anyone's name. They all attended that, and I'm pretty sure that it was an achievement on its own for itself. Also, there were some Chaityavandan classes which Hasi and Saina attended. Whenever these sessions come in, I always post this on our Gen group, so that if any of the kids are interested, any of the parents are interested, they can go ahead and register their kids. Also, there is this Bhaktamar music project which is going on. There was one that happened like few weeks back. There are 2 teachers from India, Arohi and Rageshri. They actually teach the kids again the correct pronunciation and singing the Bhaktama Stotra in a particular rag. So in the last one that we had, it was, I think, Chahat did it, and I'm really happy that in the second session we have like Saina, and we have Yash who has joined it. So it's just like 2 classes that has happened. It happens on like Saturday and Sunday, 5:30 p.m. hours. If anyone is still interested, let me know. I can talk to them, and you can register for it. Another thing, great initiative that Amita did was that she's on a Facebook page in a Delta community, and there she got to know that there's a women's shelter that they really need particular things for women and kids. So she came forward, she talked to us, she talked to all the parents, and she collected. It was a really good response that she got, and she collected all of this and packaged it and gave it to them. So they were really happy about it. Again, thank you so much, Amita. One more thing that we tried to do fun for the last year was that it didn't have to be like only like religion related. What we asked the kids to do is like do anything, whatever you like, and just create a video, send it to us, and we will have a year-end fun concert. So just to give you like a small insight into what we did, we have a video. Please sit back and enjoy. I'm trying. Is the volume okay?
No.
If you can increase a little
Yeah,
bit.
little bit.
Yeah, I think from my end it's maximum. So, but if you cannot hear it properly, then maybe just enjoy it visually.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe everybody on their device maybe increase the volume.
Or we can just say that Ishan is playing his guitar skills and something like that.
Yes, in this these were just like some fun-filled videos that we did, and something that just the previous video that went away, it was Sunmay, and Neil was guiding him to make actually a satya with his toy, which was really nice. So let's go ahead. Here is a Jagruti Ben.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, play. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, swing.
Amita. Our great dads. Our dancer, Mr. Perv. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Neil the Shlok doing his show and tell. Sweet Krishna. Machine is a okay. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed. We had a lot of fun during that year-end concert. We got to know that we have so much of talent in all our kids. And thank you again to all the parents who motivated them to make those videos and all the kids too who did it. Another thing, I know that, it was COVID time. Kids did not go out, spend time, maybe like, partying, vacation. So we just wanted to do like an appreciation for them. All the hard work that they do. So we went to each kid's house and gave them a surprise by giving them a small token of love. It was a really, really, really overwhelming experience, and it was fun. It was really, really fun. So here are some pictures and a small video. I was not able to capture all of the videos, but just like few of them here.
Okay, it is so nice to teach you. You are progressing every day. Okay, beta, and keep learning. Huh?
All the best for your exam.
Yeah, all the best.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you. Thank you for giving me chance to teach you all. I'm having fun with you all. Oh, thank you so much. अरे वीडियो चल रहा है. And yes, you are really, really awesome, and I like your suggestion when I'm stuck in technical problem. He always tells me, "Auntie, can you do this with this?" Thank you, Beta. Thank you, learning. Okay. Thank you, Auntie. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. You made my day too. ક્યારેક જો ને સમય જ allow કરે છે.
Again, this was like a really nice experience. Kids, they made cards for us. They wrote special words for us. It was very sweet. Thank you so much. And this was like, yeah, our some things that we did. And now over to Amita. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. So we're just gonna do the flashback class routine, what we did in previous what we are doing for last few years. There is a little bit change because we are doing everything online. When we used to do in the temple, it was we all are missing that experience because it was like that. Lots of kids, when we asked them what are you missing, most of their answer was the snack time and the social socializing with their friends, right? So only the difference in online and going to the temple that we cannot do the snack time. So the time of the Pathshala is used to be 3 to 5 when we used to go in temple, but now we are doing every other Sunday. You will get all the dates. It's from 11 to 12:30. And what we do, the general picture in Pathshala, that we will show you the video too, what we have been done, and then we will go for our planning for this year. So we always start our Pathshala with the yoga, because we just want to make sure there is some physical exercise, there's some mental exercise for all the kids before we start the classes, before we go into the learning process. So we start with the yoga, and we try to do lots of different things, lots of different stretchings. um, we did like special only for the eye strength. Sometimes we do for the legs, so lots of variations involved according to their strengths. uh, Also, in we have actually 4 groups in Pathshala. The younger group, it's called Ahimsa. The middle one is Aparigraha, and then older one is Anikantwad, and Chintan Bhaiya is teaching for the older kids. And you will get to know all the groups individually through their teachers. So I'm just going to give you the general idea what we're doing. In each class, according to their age group, we do different fun games. Also, we do the show and tell, where kids think about something that is related to the religion, and then they present it, and then their friends, they ask them question answers, and they are there. What positive thing we saw, that kids are taking initiative to make the slideshow, kids are taking initiative to bring in new information, they're doing the research on the topics, and they're presenting it. Even the younger kids are there trying to get friendly with the technology, and they're trying to accommodate all their knowledge and present it. That gives them that leadership. Yes, they have to do something on screen. And because it's online, I really, really want to tell you the good news that all the classes, they are 100% attended by the kids. Like, we are really thrilled. All the teachers last whole year, all the kids were present. So, sorry, I lost. Can you hear me? Sorry, I lost the screen. Okay. We do show and tell, we do fun games for younger kids and other groups too. We show the videos, the stories of the Tirthankars. We show different moral stories where they can learn. And yeah, these are the different things are included in the all different classes according to their uh, knowledge and their level. So we also we also, you can look at the video. So this is the yoga we start with. It's always fun to do yoga with all these kids. So this is the class Ahimsa that I teach. We do the prayers too. All the groups, they're learning different prayers. And also we focus on individual growth. If one child knows the prayers and the other child are still learning, so we give them the next one. So it's focus on individual learning too. We seen this movie about Bhagwan Mahavir Swamiji. uh, Also some movies, they are in Hindi, so uh, we try to explain in English because not everybody knows Hindi. So it's all the accommodation of different things in the Pathshala.
Then you can see here, playing with all the friends. All his friends are playing together. And the God appears here. This is how the game works. I'm gonna call out an object, and everyone has to go find it. Whoever can bring me the object.
So the older kids group, Hasi, Chahat, Diva, they also voluntarily help in Pathshala. Sometimes they are assistant teacher to us. So here Hasi is taking one of the part in my class. She was doing the games with all the kids, and all the kids really enjoyed it. They were having lots of fun with her.
Example. So, does anyone know what a tea bag is? You know when you carry one stick to the cat. And I think it is just like the same easy game for a person, right? Yeah. Usha, you got it?
And I think by playing these games, she was really explaining, you know, the value and the moral that we learn when playing these games.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Right? So when we say glue stick, you have to remember every day.
I think three of them are setting an example to younger kids to play a role as a teacher.
I know the video is getting a little bit glitchy. If we all turn off our videos, I think it will be better a little bit. Let's try that way.
Stick with it and you keep trying to read every day. You're gonna get better, right? Yeah. So glue stick is to remind you you need to stick with whatever you're doing. Okay? And keep trying hard. Oh, we didn't learn the sign language today. Do you know what is the sign for happy? Anybody?
So in my class, I try to teach something new to the younger kids, and we are learning the sign languages. So, and I'm so proud of all these kids that they have learned it so quickly, and they remember every time we go over it, and every time we are trying to learn different new sign language, which is really, I feel, in this generation, because it's an inclusive school system, it's very important for them to understand, if they have a child, a special need child in their class, how to communicate, how to be show the empathy and the respect for who they are. So yeah, we are learning new sign languages in our classes too, and then all kids, they are practicing it and they feel it's fun. Because when we do the online classes, when somebody just talking and I don't know what they want to say, so it's so funny. Now they do the signs. Okay, I think I'm going to start the video for myself. So whenever I say, did you get it, then all kids show me their thumbs, and then they do this, stop, 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 wait. It's really fun to teach the sign language. So I'm really happy they're learning it.
Then you note it down.
Okay, so this is the Aparigraha group, which I take care of. And So what we try is that, you know, when the kids are reciting, we ask the other kids to pay attention and then, you know, figure out if there is anything wrong that they are pronouncing. So it's really nice, you know, the way that they suggest each other. Right now we are doing Meri Bhavna, which is a stuti, and it's really nice how they are catching up with it. It's so nice, like kids who are not so fluent in Hindi and Sanskrit, you know, they try to pronounce in the best way that they can, and we help them. And of course, even the parents sit along with them and then help them out also. This is something that you know, when we do the show and tell for the kids. So Shagan is doing a show and tell and giving hints, and the other kids have to guess.
That's really good. Good job. So now, Shagan, can you say more things about him?
So they get an object, they do a show and tell, and then they try to speak few words about it. So it's I think it's a learning session for us as well. Like, you know, sometimes even the teachers are not able to guess, and it's really nice, you know, how kids they come up with different ideas and the hints that they provide. So that's really nice.
And I cannot do it.
Also, like what we try is at the end of the class, we have either a motivational video or a motivational topic, which they can, you know, actually take an effect in their daily routine, and which will bring in more values for them. So this time we did the power of yet. So we don't say that we don't know things. Instead, we say that, you know, I can't do this yet, but which means that right now I cannot do it, but I can do it. I will try and I will do it. So this is a really nice way that, you know, we can just inculcate the habits, the values in the kids.
So we say, I can't do this yet. I'm not good at this yet. Right? It's not that I am not good. First thing, we should even try not to get any negative word in our sentence. Just say, I can do it. So I can't do it. Do this yet means I can do it. I will try and I can do it. Yes? So you all can revise all the sutras. Yes? You, the power of yet. So I can, yes. You can. I can, yes. So Maitri Bhavna, everybody knows. Can I feeling like this? Can I understand that all my 5 lovely kids knows about Maitri Bhavna? Can I expand in the future, Bhavna, right? Good, Ananya.
Jagruti Ben.
My kids know that, okay, so that I can understand that, okay, my message goes to you. Okay.
I'm feeling so fortunate and blessed to play a small role in all our kids' lives by teaching them principle of Jainism. And this way, I feel little satisfied that I can give back to the society through my little kids. So past year, we started learning 16 bhavnas, which is like 4 auxiliary and 12 main bhavnas. So out of 16, we finished 10 bhavnas in 2020. And coming year, we will try to learn 6 more remaining bhavnas on top of it. I will try to cover those living values and living way of Jainism, which relates to the bhavnas. So like ego, anger, deceit, something like that. So that I will cover this year. And also I will like to cover Uvasagram and Loga Sutra to those kids who don't know that and who wants to learn that. So these are my goals, but I can always look forward. I will always look forward to see my kids progress and add on new topics according to their suggestion or their interest or their goals. So these are my Anekantvad team's plans and what we had learned so far in the year 2020. And I'm looking forward to go with the same team. And they are so excited. I learned from them, and technically, tell you frankly, with some of the time I get stuck in my slideshow, and these kids are so helpful to me, and they have good patience, and they know that in my days when I was a student, I never learned computer. So they know that, and they are bearing with me, and they are helping me right away by all their respect and love to me. So which is I can see the reflection of the values which we are teaching in our Pathshala since so many years. And I'm very much proud and confident about all these kids that whenever they will grow up, they will have strong values and strong base of our Jainism in their lives. And for that, I really appreciate their parents who try to introduce them to us, and we got this opportunity to nurture them in their lives. So this is my Anikantva teams, and my team, they sometimes do slideshow, show and tell on each bhavna sometime, and they have shown very good slideshow to us when I give them homework, and they look forward to do something new and come with that new presentation to the class. So I'm looking forward the same behavior, kids. So be ready, okay?
Thank you so much. Now I think Chintan Bhaiya will go over something that he has been doing in the past year. Chintan Bhaiya, over to you. चिंतन भी आप म्यूट पे हैं.
Sorry, Jai Hindendra. Thank you, everyone. I've been fortunate to work with the three superwomen, actually. Jagruti Aunty, Reha ji, Amita ji, they all have been really a awesome support throughout this Pathshala thing. Wouldn't have been so smooth without their presence. And right now I'm teaching three super girls, actually. Hasi, Chahat, Diva. They're wonderful students. Because they are very wonderful and easy to it's very easy for me to make them understand. So what we try to do is we cover different concepts of Jainism, Jain time, Jain cosmology, Jain geography, a lot of Jain history, some of the core concepts. What's the truth of Jainism, what's the real happiness. Right now what we are trying to do is we have our sessions for 1 hour, and first half hour we generally do the sutras for Chaityavandan. And whenever I say the sutras, I actually try to cover each and every word with the meaning, and also the intention behind it. And the second half is something that we have our generic discussions, wherein I start with a topic called as Sadgati. Recently I've started that topic, which is basically what our soul should imbibe or incorporate to ensure that we will get a better gati from what we are currently today, right? So these are some of the concepts that I'll try to cover. So going forward as well, it will be a continuation to my existing thing, but any new students are welcome. We can try to help them catch up. And so this is the remaining part of Chaityavandan and a more deeper dive in Sadgati. So these are the key areas that I work on. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Where did my share? Yeah. Okay, over to you, Amita.
So we have been learning the prayers since it's a younger group. So it's we start with the basic, and this is the plan for the next year. We make the plan. Sometime it varies. We do more, or sometime we can cover less. But we try to have the plan, and then we are trying to get to finish it. So during the lockdown time, we have learned A to Z Jain alphabets, and then what we are trying to do this year, little bit deeper for the younger kids. We will go. Then they have finished the Navkar Mantra, Kshamapana Sutra, but we still recite it, so they get it by heart, and then we will start the Logasa Sutra. Also, I like to share the videos because these are younger kids. They just cannot just sit down and just listen to me. So I like the movement in my class. So we do some videos, we play some games, and that's how the Ahimsa group works. So, and we always get parents input. Sometimes they feel, okay, my child is not able to do this, so we divide that time frame. It's okay not to push them, because it's very important to go with the child's pace. So, and they eventually they will learn, and they are learning, and I have seen lots of growth in them. So yeah, this is our plan for coming year.
Okay, so the next is Team Aparigraha, which the age group goes from 8 to 10 years. So what we plan to do, we have started the Meri Bhavna Stuti last year, and we have covered 3 stanzas, and we intend to continue it and continue the learning process. And also learning the Chamapna Sutra. There are a few kids in the class that who joined in late, so there are some knows a few things, like even the Darshanam Devasyam, they know it, but there are like a couple of kids who don't know it. So we make sure that so this is the basically the goal for this year, to make sure that the kids who are actually lacking behind because of joining in late or whatever the reason is, so just making all of them on the same page. Also, we are planning for doing the Tirthankars and their symbols along with the 16 dreams and their importance. We'll try to do it through some stories and some videos that we can do, maybe even through a song, which makes it easier for them to learn. They also have like Jaina books with them, and those books, they contain this information. So we will be following along with that book. Again, like few of the kids, they know the Uvasagram, few don't, few know the logas and few don't. So another goal for this year is to make sure that by the end of the year they all know Uvasagram and logas for sure. So that's all. And again, like Amita said that sometimes we are able to complete everything, but sometimes we are not able to. It all depends on to how the learning process is going. And again, for this thing we need all parents. I think I recently heard that you know parents, like with the teachers, kids are only for like 2 hours in 2 weeks, so 2 hours in 14 days. But then kids are with the parents 24/7. So I think along with us, if you can give in your effort, your input, you can make the learning more strong. So it will really help us to achieve what we want, and even achieve more than what we want. So I think that's all from my end. Jagruti Ben.
Yes, you are right, Reha. And I believe our parents are always there to help their kids, and they will be there throughout their lives. So we'll see that result in this year. Thank you, parents. Okay, so like I am taking care of Anikant the team. which contains age group between 11 to 15. All the kids are like teenagers. You know how they are, full of energy, full of like instability while learning, because they have so many things going on in their body and their minds. But I'm really, really like appreciating all these kids. I have 5 kids so far in my team, and they are so awesome and helpful, and they are very much motivated, and they know why they are here in Pathshala. So they are focused, and even though I have some limitations sometime about my language, because English is not our first language, so I'm not having that very well good command on it, but they just know my meaning and my explanation so well, and they reflect in their homework. So, and I'm trying to finish all those bhavnas which I earlier mentioned, that we are learning those 16 bhavnas. I chose this subject because at their age, to understand all the reflections which we are giving in our lives in day to day experiences, which is really important, and to look at that reflection in a different perspective through using our Jainism knowledge. So this is the right age. If they understand these bhavnas, they will be a different person, like different personalities always, because every time there will be a little bit break in their mind, that okay, why I'm having this problem with this person or this friend, and then they will use their Maitri Bhavna there. So this is why I chose this subject. I know many parents are always telling me about teaching them sutra, which I totally agree with them. But on like teaching sutra in Jainism is really, really, especially in the western side of this North America, it is really challenging, because our kids are studying in English. At home they are speaking different language, and our sutras are in different language. So for that, I don't say that it's difficult, but yes, we are focusing on that also. And some of the kids are showing us that they are learning so well in advance. Like even though Bhaktamar, for us, like for adults also, it is hard to pronounce in Sanskrit. But little kids like Saina and Chahat and Hasi, Doop, they showed like really good interest in learning Bhaktamar when there was online. So this is what we are also observing, our kids' interest, and then accordingly we will teach them the sutras. So sometime what happens, um, I believe that sutra they learn faster if we practice at home as well. So it is not that they just read and they just learn it. It is everyday recitation and listening and absorbing that. So we will definitely learn Uvasagram and Logas in my team if my kids are ready to absorb that hard efforts. I would suggest it's not impossible effort, but hard efforts. And I believe my kids are always ready to learn that. And with their hard work, I will try my best to teach them Uvasagram and Logas by the end of this year for sure, and with the help of their parents as well. So this is my plan for 2021. So looking forward, kids.
Chintan Priya. चिंतन पे आप म्यूट पे हैं.
So, as I said, it will be the continuation of Chaityanandan series, and our topic of Sadgati, the 6 reasons that we have for Sadgati: Akam Nirjara, Mand Kashai, Shubhleshya, Shubhyan, Gunsthanak. So all these reasons will be covered, and some of the logical reasonings, different concepts in Jainism. We also have a short 15-20 minutes of Q&A session as well. The second half hour, which I was talking about, is most of the times a lot of discussion as well. So, for example, if I tell them that in Jain cosmology, we have a different way to see how universe is, right? There are 14 different levels of hell, 14 different, like there are 14 different loks that we have, Chaudhar Rajlok, and some of the concepts that we come across in our daily life, some of the concepts that we come across while you are learning the sutras. So that helps them to relate. And how practical Jainism is, that is something that I try to help them understand based on my experiences and my learnings, to whatever extent I have. Try my best to help them incorporate that, because this is not a blind faith. This is something that we all have to learn. This is not something because ये मैंने कर दिया तो मेरे लिए वो पुण्य हो गया, ये मैंने कर दिया तो मेरे लिए वो पाप हो गया, just because मम्मी पापा ने बोल दिया तो मैंने ये सुन लिया. No, not that. Over the period of time in this world, with so much technology, so much material available all around you, you guys will be confused on a lot of things. But what we are trying to do here is to ensure that once you have such confusions, you have a way to choose and select the right way and right path. Something that in your life you will encounter every day, and it's very, very easy to get lost. But with Jainism, you will have that focus maintained in your life. You will have that stability, which can help you anchor yourself to the right zone, and you'll be able to sail through quickly, right? Um, Honestly, in my experience, I have seen people getting into depression because of lack of understanding of a lot of things. But there are people whom I have seen in my personal life and also in my friends' lives and everything, who have had the hardest of their times, but because of having this anchor of Jainism, the logics of Jainism, they were able to sail through really nice. I've seen people who have lost, I think, $100,000, and they hardly have anything left in their life. But because of these concepts, they are able to still lead their life in a very peaceful and a very simplistic manner, right? So definitely there are very practical and um, very much logical reasonings to all that we are doing. Every sutra that has been created um, is actually having a very practical meaning to it, right? So धर्म क्या है, अधर्म क्या है, ये सारी चीजें काफी बार थियोरिटिकल में सारी खो जाती है. And eventually you will realize के this is something we could have practiced in our daily lives at every minute effortlessly, but because we miss out on a lot of key concepts, we actually end up not following what we are supposed to follow, right? नौकार क्यों गिनते हैं, देरा मंदिर में जाते हैं तभी हम लोग निस्सी निस्सी क्यों बोलते हैं, right? All these things have meaning. There is no blind faith in Jainism. I can bet you on that. और काफी सारी चीजें ऐसी होती है जिसके आंसर्स मेरे पास नहीं होते. ऐसा नहीं है कि I know everything, but so I actually take my time, get back to them, and the girls are really nice to actually accommodate all these concepts, right? So, but yeah, anytime, everyone is most welcome, and it's a very good experience, learning experience as well for me, and I hope the girls also learn well, right? Thank you.
I just want to mention, if Chintan Bhaiya, if you want to put some little light on it, that these classes Chintan Bhaiya is doing, it's depending upon the girl's schedule. Yeah, if you want to say that, Chintan.
So these classes that I am saying is not as regular or as structured as what you have seen right now. I do maintain a course structure of having the first half for the sutras and the second half for the question answer discussions and Sadgati topic. But this is not something very regular. I'm able to hardly conduct 1 or 2 classes per month, hardly. And sometimes there's a big stretch which we are not able to do that. And it's not only the girls, sometimes it's my schedule as well, which is not very accommodating to all the girls. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But it's a very slow process from my side. And these girls have been very flexible and are okay with the schedule as well. Right. So yeah, I think that is also one of the reasons that I was told that people have some concerns on they not being charged with the fees. Um, but I feel if they pay that, they're not getting the worth of what actually they're supposed to when it comes to having my classes. And also in turn, the girls have been very active in teaching the younger students this particular drive of having these Chromebooks, they had spent a good amount of time and energy to actually make sure that that drive goes through, and they are constantly supporting the three elder ladies of the group with their understanding and support, right? So yeah, if there are any concerns, please bring it to us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chintan.
Jagruti Ben.
Okay, so there you go. Now we have all these informations, like for parents' knowledge. Pathshala will be continuing online until further notice. This year we are planning to have at least 20 classes, including today. So next class, really academic class, will be on February 7th. No break during spring break, considering people are staying in town and may not be going to vacation because of certain restrictions, right? So summer break, no classes from June 21st to September 18th. The dates will soon be posted on our JCBC website under Pathshala. Pathshala website, everybody knows, but only for these new parents, they can visit always this Pathshala website, and they can get all the informations over there, and plan to show our achievements to parents as milestone after each topic. We are planning this year that the moment we finish our one topic and the kids are absorbing everything, and then we will have a kind of parent teacher meeting online, something like that, and the kid will show whatever they have learned from us in each class. So we use flip grade for kids. One more time, we would like to remind, Reha has been reminding and putting all this information on our Pathshala group about putting their kids small videos, whatever they are achieving or learning or doing towards Jainism on our flip grade website, right? So these are all informations for all the current parents and new welcoming parents. So if you have any question, you can reach out to any of us, four of us. Like we have all our contact number, details, everything. So you can anytime you or your kid has question, you can reach out to us anytime without any hesitation. We will try our best to answer you. Okay, next, Reha.
I was just thinking just to show you on the website.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Go. So if you go on Jain Center of BC, go to Jain Pathshala, you will see all the 2021 dates updated here. And
Yes.
any of the homework that we have the links here. Well, the homework, and also, when we do the sessions, we, if possible, depending on the resources that we have, or we do the recordings, and we post them online so that kids can use it as reference, and they can practice as well. Okay.
Okay, next. Okay, so this is our fee structure this year. Like we have decided, so far the fee is the same like past year, but for our non-JCBC members who are not yet members, but their kids are willing to attend our Pathshala, and which is really good to know, because through kids, our community grows. Through kids, our parents come together. And because of them, we are here to help them and teach them. So we have decided to welcome all non-Jain members for now, but we will still motivate them to become a member so that our community always keeps on growing. Because the more we grow, we can give more to our kids, to our families, to our society, and to the world. So this is what my philosophy is. So that's why we have this year, we have welcomed initially all those members and non-members kids. So for members kids, first child will be $60, second child will be $30. And non-JCBC members, first child will be $80 and the second child will be $40. The deadline for paying the fees will be February 1st, 2021, and all fees will be e-transferred to this accounts at Jain Center BC. All you have to do is just put a note about Pathshala fees 2021, whatever. So we can, know that whose fees are already been paid or who's not, right? So that's all about it. And we request Vijay ji again, after going through all these slideshows and all these Zoom meeting, Vijay ji, please give your feedback to even us. And yeah, we would like to hear something from you. Thank you, Vijay ji.
Thanks. Before I start, I just wanted to know if any of the audience, spectators, they have any questions in regards to Pathshala. If they don't, then I will start my final say whatever I have to say. So if any of you have any questions, we are open.
Yeah. Hi, this is Alpesh here. I think the slideshow was very, very informative. Thank you very much. My one question is, does it matter if you're a life member or an annual member, or is it when it comes to membership fees?
No, I mean, once you are a member, then it makes life easier for everyone, right?
Yes.
The one thing is that you become part of our Gen Center. And so whatever the privileges we had, you will avail those. And there is I mean, if you are paying $80 for non-membership, and I think the annual membership is $100. So it's difference of $20. With adding $20 more by paying $100, it saves you a lot of. It gives you so many things in terms of whatever the activities we will do. You will have the first priority in terms of puja. I mean, when we do monthly puja and we do food sponsorship and all the bodies, everything. And in case if you are a newcomer and if you are new to the town, we try to help you by giving you a letter. So if you are going to go to the bank or to the school, we will support you there. So there are so many hidden things which are available for the membership, for the members. So it's always a good idea. And $100 is not a big amount. I mean, if you go out for a lunch, you easily spend $60, $80. So this is for our future, our religion, and our community. Because with your donations, we try to help our community in whatever the way we can do. So this is a good investment for you. For each of you who are non-members, it is always a good idea to become a member, and then we can see how our community is growing. So that's my take on it.
Sorry, just to add, Alpesh bhai, there is no difference between whether you are an annual member or a life member. Other than annual membership is just from January to December. But other than that, no, you could be annual or life, any membership you like.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you, sir. Vijayji, thank you.
No problem.
The only big difference is a very slim difference between being a life member and annual member. So like for life member, our fees are really small amount. It's only $250. And yearly you are paying $100. So it is your call, whatever you decide. But being to be a member is a good privilege for our society. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I think everyone can turn on their videos. It will be just I think, a better feeling for us to see the faces and interact at this point. And if you have any questions, again, like, we all are here to answer them. Please go ahead and ask.
Even the existing parents, we know we interact with you lots of the weekends, but um, this is a chance. If you have any questions, and the new parents, if you have any questions about the Pathshala as a curriculum or the classes, just feel free.
Hey Amita, this is Veka here.
Hi.
I just have a quick question. So since Krisha is gonna start basically from this year onwards, and she just know Namori Hantaram,
Mhm.
how would her curriculum start off with? Like, would she be able to do? I mean, the things that the kids have already done in the batch, or how is she be able to cope up with what is already done or what new is being taught on? So I just wanted to know.
Okay, it's really good question, because what happens when the younger group we start, lots of new kids come in, and then when they are young, it's not necessarily they know everything. So in my class, I do lots of repetition. Whatever we do in previous classes, first almost like 15-20 minutes, we do all the revisions, what we did with the slideshow, the prayers. They get a chance to do the prayers individually as a group, and then we start something new. But that doesn't mean it's pressure on them. I always try to go with the child's pace, how they are grasping it. If whole class knows three prayers and one child know only one prayer, I don't expect, or any teacher don't expect in their classes, that this child should be known three prayers by next class. So nothing to worry, there is no pressure. But they, within, what I believe, within few weeks you will see Krisha will know lots of things. It's because of the repetition. We do lots of repetition in a class, and when we go, because what happens there is we have 2 weeks gap. And if at home we don't practice, and for sure parents are busy, and the time right now it's so crazy that we don't get time to sit with our kids and practice it. But yeah, there are times when we can do it, when you're traveling in a car, when you're sitting, like we always have different tricks, and the kids, they learn on their own when we give these tricks, the tools for them to learn. And then after 2 weeks, when they come back, it's 100% that they're going to forget what they learned in 2 weeks back. And that's what our mentality is, that we go that way. Yeah, they're going to forget, so we repeat it again. We bring them back to the track, and from that track we take them ahead.
Okay.
So don't so yeah, so all kids, even the older kids, it's going to happen because of uh, their how would I say, the memory is good, they will remember. But if we don't practice, yes, eventually, even adults, we as adults, I will forget the things, right?
True.
So
True,
don't
true.
worry about it.
Thank
We'll
you.
go from there. And
Okay.
I always tell the parents, if you know, because you guys know your child better, so you
Mhm.
can always go to the teacher, you can talk to them, okay, my child, he knows this much, or she is willing to learn this much, so we can help, both of we as a team help a child, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Vega.
I can see someone, Ayush Jain. I think that's Stuti, right? Maybe
You're,
can you
can you unmute yourself?
Jai Jinendra to all. Sorry, I didn't unmute myself.
It's okay.
Actually, we shifted here like a year back, and I was willing to enroll my son Hyan into Pathshala. Though he knows like little bits of stuff which I was able to teach him, but I don't think so I was good enough with that. So I'm looking forward to learn from you people, as well as I'm looking forward him to grasp something meaningful, because I am pretty much very much attached to the roots from where I come from. Though I've forgotten certain things, like life gets busy when you grow, when you have like tons of things going around. So currently I'm pursuing education myself, so there could be a thing that I might lack for another 5 to 6 months. Once I'll be done, I'll be more into him and I'll be more focused about this thing.
Though I had a question, like as Jagrati ji said that we there's only a slight difference between like annual membership and life membership. So does that have any difference to do with for the Pathshala fees as well, or does it cover the Pathshala fees, or there's two separate things?
Jagrati Bhen, you're on mute.
Very good question. I would like to clarify a little bit here that first of all, there is no difference between life member or a yearly member. They both are getting same privilege as long as they are a member. So is that clear? So life member, only the fees is little bit higher. Like as I said earlier, it's $250, and yearly membership is $100 only. The Pathshala is a different structure. It does not include Pathshala fees at all to any membership. To any membership. Doesn't matter you are a life member, doesn't matter you are yearly member. Pathshala is a different structure of our community, and that's why to motivate our kids, we have to appreciate them, and to meet all those things we need to, and to keep everybody in discipline, we have to make a little structure about fees, and this is how we charge fees. So which is like, for if suppose you decide to become a yearly member, then you are paying only $60 for your first kid per year on top of the membership fees. Okay, so does that mean everything to you?
I got it. I just want to be clear that that's absolutely fine now. Yeah, I get it now.
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
let me just give you one more side on it. When you are paying $100 per year or 250 for lifetime, that makes a big difference, because then with 250 you are just paying $50 for the maintenance every year. So if you are here for another few years, then it's a good idea to have a life membership. Then you don't have to worry about all your life. The only thing you have to pay $50. But in terms of the Pathshala, you are still paying $60 if you are a member, and if you are non-member, then you are paying $80. So that's the difference. I hope that helps. Hello.
Yeah, got it, sir. Thank you for that.
Okay. Any more questions, please?
I saw Alpesh Bhaiya put on the duration of the class. So all three classes we do 1.5 hours. So first 15-20 minutes we do yoga as a whole class, and then we go in our different individual groups. So we break down the rooms, and then they go in with their respective teachers, and then there they will learn whatever they are supposed to be. And then each class we have the show and tell. So that takes 15-20 minutes, where a child is given a chance to express whatever the thing they bring in and tell the other friends, and then question answer. So it's very interactive classes. I know from my experience that younger kids parents, they are concerned how my child is going to sit for 1.5 hours, and I get that. So what I do, I'm just going to go back a little bit about my profession. I'm a ECE childcare educator, and I have been working in this field. So I have little bit tricks that I make them sit 1.5 hours. So don't worry about that. And they enjoy. I think they enjoy, because I see all the smiles all an entire time. And I hope they're enjoying. So I didn't get any complaints from any parents yet. So I know it's tricky for them to sit, especially because everything is online, the electronics. So that's why we start with the physical exercises. We do some breaks we do some interactions, and that's why we try to make it very interactive. It's not that one person is just talking and they're just sitting there being bored. And if they are moving, that means they are learning. So always remember that if your child is moving when somebody's teaching, and they, so that means their brain is working. Okay, so no worries. Thank you.
And she's talking about younger kids. For the elder kids, you don't have to move, okay? You have to pay attention.
And I would like to also like share this news that we have the youngest potential student coming and joining Pathshala at the age of 3. I guess when did Hitansh started? I don't remember. Was it
when my daughter, when she was not even 3, she started.
Yes.
My daughter and Hitansh, they were both same age. They started, and mark my words, they were the most behaved kids in the
Yes. And Hitansh, oh my God, you know him, right? So like, okay. So don't worry about the age or they're like,
and all the kids, we are so lucky. All these kids right now, they are so good. They like, we don't have any complaints about them. Rather, we feel we have to brainstorm lots of things to them, because this generation, they want to learn. Actually, they want to learn, and that gives us challenges to go back, read it, come back, and they have so many questions. We can't say, like when we were growing up, our parents will say and we will follow, but now these kids, we can't. We have to give them answers. So that makes us teachers more like aware what we are doing, and it's give us the challenges, and that's why we are we like to be top on it. I know it's very we are doing everything online, but it's working really good. I feel like they are learning more during this pandemic time, and they were uh, able to put it out what they have learned, and they were able to follow. Like for example, Hasi is with Chintan Bhaiya, so whenever their class was done and something like they were talking couple months ago, and then she comes in like, you didn't know, you never told me this, and I'm like, okay now. So what happens when they learn, and then when they think about it and they come back and apply it to the our normal living, that's when the teachers feel, okay, I have done my job, right? So you will see all the new parents, existing parents, I know they have seen lots of changes too. And it's not about just about the Jainism. We talk about life skills, we talk about different values too. So it's an overall package you are getting right now, and we'll try our best to do that.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, yeah, no kid is very young enough or very old enough to learn something.
Yes.
It's like we have seen even like 2-year-old kids, reciting Bhaktama Stotra, and maybe even like, elder kids who may not know it. So it's like there is no age bar. The earlier you start, or even the later you start, better late than never, right? So all the best
Yeah.
to everyone.
Any more questions?
Uncle?
Any more, or should I start my final address?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess everybody got their answers, I guess.
Last chance for
And even you don't remember right now, if you feel like, oh, when the meeting is done, oh, I forgot to ask, just okay, you're not supposed to ask question, Reha.
No, I'm not asking, but I'm just letting Alpesh Bhaiya and Stuti, please do send your phone number and your email. I think Alpesh Bhaiya ka number, ka email address Jagruti Bhen already gave me, but please send me your phone number so that I can add you to the Pathshala group.
I'm so happy everybody's learning my signs.
Yeah.
Though I'm already added to the Gen group, so should I send it again, or how does it?
Actually, because I messaged you yesterday, right? So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll add you, but Alpesh Bhaiya, please send me your number. Like just send me a hi and then I'll just add you to the Pathshala group. Thank you.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing I remember when we are talking about all Pathshala, everything, Guru Govind do kare kake lagu paए, Balihari Guru aapne Govind diyo bataए. So we have such a wonderful team of uh, teachers, and Jagriti, when you are doing an amazing job, and whatever the support I can give you and whatever you need from my end, I'm always there for you, for the team. And Reha, Amita, and Chintan, uh, I don't have even words to describe. You guys are doing an amazing job, and keep it up. Uh, in terms of the teachers, they say if you have a good teacher, it makes so much difference, because a teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. And they also present the past, reveals the present, and shapes the future. So it's so important to have a good teacher. And the other thing, we are just not only talking about the religion, we are also, like Amita said, that we are also teaching the kids the life skills. And our Jainism is already science-based religion. And it's the ancient religion. Actually, it was a philosophy in the older times. Now it became the religion, because everybody followed the Jainism philosophy from the very beginning. Uh, so our religion is science-based, and that's why we can easily align our life skills with our religion. So it's a good thing. And whatever the Pathshala kids, I'm so thankful to all the parents for their commitment, because all these kids are going to carry the torch for our religion, our whatever our philosophy is. So it's so important. And on the other side, we know as a parents, we have so many challenges, and sometimes we cannot, or we don't have time to practice our religion, to know our religion well. So this is sending your kids to the Pathshala. It's a great opportunity to not only for the kids, but for yourself, because you are not only committing yourself for your kids, but also for yourself. So this is good way to learn what we couldn't learn when we were supposed to learn. So I ask all the parents that involve yourself with your kids, because it gives it opens up a line of communication, not for you with the kid, but with the Pathshala, with the religion. It's a wonderful thing to do. So please, if you haven't registered your kids for the Pathshala, please do so. And I can assure you that on our part, we are always willing to listen to you and work around it, and whatever we can do. So please take this opportunity. It's not only good for you, your family, it's also good for the community. So with that, again, Jagriti Van, thanks for having me here. And I promise you, I will be more involved. It's sometimes I have so many things on my plate, but this is not an excuse. I will make sure that I'm with you whenever you need me. Thank you so much, Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, Vijayji, for being with us all through this session. And thank you, everybody, from bottom of our hearts, all whole team and all our pure hearts. We try to put our feelings and love and dedication to your kids, to you, to entire community. And we want you to bring these positive vibes with you, always spread around you, and just live your life fully with all these principle. It is amazing principle given by our Lord Mahavir, which we have an opportunity in this birth to know something and to practice something. Thank you so much, everybody, being here. And thank you for everything you are doing for your kids and doing for yourself and doing for the community.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you
Bye.
will get
Bye-bye.
the class
you.
details very soon before we start in February. And meanwhile, if you have any question, please shoot out the questions to one of the teachers and we'll try to answer it.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody joining in.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, Mooch. Bye bye, Diku. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rishabh.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Say bye.
See you
Thank
soon,
you.
everybody. Neil.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, Sunmay.
Bye.
Bye.
Sitting
Bye.
on Sunmay's lap?
Bye.
Haji.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Dhoop. Bye bye. Diya. Bye bye. Dhoop.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye, Amita. Bye, Chintan. Bye, Reha.
Bye. Have a great
Bye
day.
bye.
Have a snowy day. Nice. Hello. Please.
Hello.
बोलो बहुत अच्छा सा फ्रेश सा वेदर हो जाए. वो पहले मैं रिकॉर्डिंग तो स्टॉप करूँ.
Yeah.